game theory is the best way to understand how humans behave. What drives nations, what drives societies, what drives humans, okay? All right, so what is game theory? All right, game theory is very simple. The idea is that there are three components to a game, just three aspects to a game. There are the players, the participants, okay? Then there are the rules or the constraints. In mathematics, we would call this the boundary conditions, okay? The limits to the game. And the third aspect are the incentives. Basically, how do you win this game? What do you get from this game? If you study all three, okay? If you figure out who the players are, if you understand the rules, if you understand the incentives, then you understand how the game works, and then therefore you can predict how the game will turn out. What I want to show you, or what I promise you, is that if you learn game theory, there'll be three major benefits to you as a student. But if you spend the effort to learn game theory from me, then three things will benefit you, okay? The first benefit is that you become a better person. The point of education, guys, it's not to get good grades or get into university or get a good job. What I believe is the point of education is to make you into a better person, which means that you are a much more thoughtful person who can better analyze yourself and the world around you. This allows you to make better decisions. This makes you a much more curious, much more moral, and much more imaginative person, okay? So one benefit of learning game theory is you become smarter, and therefore you become a better person, okay? That's number one. Number two is you'll be able to understand the world that we live in, because this world is kind of stupid, okay? So you may have heard that Donald Trump and the American military went into Venezuela for no good reason, kidnapped a president of Venezuela, which is against international law, and then brought him back to New York City where he will stand trial. It's really stupid what happened. But our class, it's not meant to say this is stupid or this is wrong, because we all know it's stupid and wrong. We're trying to figure out why this happened and what this will lead to. And so we will be in this class studying and analyzing current events to understand how the world really works, why people behave the way they do, and understand how the game of the world works. And this requires you to actually follow the news, okay? It's not hard to spend 5 minutes and just read up on the news. But we'll be looking at the war in Ukraine. We'll be looking at a new war between Israel and Iran. We'll be looking at what's happening in South America. We'll be looking at the conflict between China and Japan. We'll be looking at the relationship between the United States and China, okay? So this is relevant to your lives because you will eventually have to work and live in this really screwed up world that we live in, okay? And the third benefit is once you understand the game, you will have predictive powers. You'll be able to understand how the world will develop. You'll be able to analyze your own life and understand how you will develop. And that gives you control, sovereignty over your own destiny. Okay, this is a lifelong struggle to learn game theory. I'm a lot older than you are. I have a lot more experience than you. Okay, but I want to show you how to look at the world through game theory. I'm going to teach you how to think critically about the world.